Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of Croctober. We're going to finish up a franchise. We're going to finish up a trilogy. 2003's Cafe Flesh 3. Croctober. We sure did earn that name this month. Welcome back to Squeaky Clean Adult Films. I am Jason. From Barefoot, Anthony Lovett had almost the impossible task of following Steven Sadian with the cult midnight movie Cafe Flesh to make 2 and 3. I think he did a great job. When I see this movie, I feel like it's an art collective made a comic book and turned it into a movie for you guys. Super artistic. This is 2003. They're still putting in the work for story-driven adult films. Mad props to that. And I think Anthony Lovett did a great job. The whole cast, the whole crew, everyone's great. Now this is super Anthony Lovett. I've talked about that he's known for 3 main things. He did like 6 jobs on this. But he's known as a writer, director, composer. He did all 3. Finally, this is his 5th time on the show. This is the first time we've got him as a composer. As a director, Cafe Flesh 2 and 3. And then we've done 5 of his scripts. We just did him this month, Night of the Living Babes. Now in part 3, he was also the production designer. He was also the editor. He had a co-editing partner. Actually, I've never heard of this guy, but I think it's noteworthy. His editing partner was L. Ron Kenobi, which is pretty hilarious. Part Dianetics and part Star Wars. Patti Rhodes produced this bad boy. She's done also numerous jobs in the industry. This is the 7th movie we've done that she's produced. And you'll notice that she is Patti Rhodes. No more Patti Rhodes-Lincoln. And Fred Lincoln is in this. Pretty admirable of her. We just did the Friday the 13th that wasn't a Friday the 13th. So she's always just popping around. Super artistic. We're fans. You're fans. And she put this one together herself. Sole producer. Look at the scope of this movie. Good job, Patti Rhodes. This was a minute shy of 2 hours. Hour and 59 minutes. We crunched and molded us an almost 20-minute version. And it's PG. We're in the land of sex positives and sex negatives. We're in a post-apocalyptic future where people cannot be carnal, cannot make love, if you're a neggy. If you're a posi, you can. And the world is your stage. The world is your audience. And that's kind of another cool thing too, the shift. Now Cafe Flesh is a television show. But back to PG. We got post-apocalyptic, cigarette smoking, 2 soft swears, a time travel dart. We got the Lord's name in vain, and we also have the Grim Reaper dropping her robe and being in lingerie. You watch it and I'll meet you at the end.
I don't know my name. That's because I'm not really alive. So don't ask me what happened, why I can talk, or how I even got here. I have no idea. All I know is that I have one sole purpose, and that's to remember what happened, and to tell others, so it never happens again. But don't expect any miracles from me. After all, I'm just a brain. Here's a history lesson for you. At the end of the 21st century, the world went to war once again. But this time it was different. This time, some wise guy with his finger on the button thought he could get the jump on the first strike and win a nuclear war. So he fired, and they fired back, and everyone else let theirs go too, just in case. Boom, boom. Out went the lights. The only winners in that kind of war are the ones who die quickly. And the survivors end up being the real losers. For 100 years, the world was covered by a doomsday shroud of toxic gas that blocked out the sun and turned everything on Earth into one giant graveyard. Talk about coming and going at the same time. Look, nuclear war is nasty, but nuclear winter is even worse.
Turn up the sound. It's almost on. All right. Cafe Flesh. All right. Okay. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready.
In a land of sexually frustrated freaks, Cafe Flesh was more than just a #1 show. It was a religion. And posies like Miss Mayhem were its gods. Everyone loved Mayhem. After all, she was the last female pause on the face of the earth.
Well, good morning, Mr. Shrub. It's time for your treat.
Oh!
Oh, no, you silly man. This isn't for you. This is for you.
You have no idea what it's like being a brain in a tank. Especially when the kids tap on the glass and yell, hey brain, wake up, do something. What do they want me to do, dance to Tarantella? Man, I hate kids. And so did Marvin Gardens. He was the producer of the Cafe Flesh show from the beginning, and it looked like he would be forever, until disaster struck. But Marvin, he would do anything to keep it open, even the impossible.
Yes. Terrible tragedy. You don't have to pull your advertising. We got another Ponzi lined up. She was not the last. That was a marketing ploy. I guarantee it. Even better than me. When you see her, you will know why we kept her a secret. Okay. You won't be disappointed. Her name.
Sunset, we are 2 hours behind schedule. I have no idea where talent, as it were, is. We're going to have to move your scene back. I'm so sorry.
You know, that's okay. I'm going to be here anyway.
Oh, that's so good. She's just a flawless.
So who are the talent?
They're some punk rockers. I have no idea.
Well, is that them?
Are those my dreamboats?
Sunset Thomas was the perfect choice for Cafe Flesh. The only problem is she was living 100 years in the past. But that was nothing that a couple of Marvin's best henchmen couldn't rectify.
You get here. Come. You come over here. Now let's make history now, all right? We're going to make a movie here. Let's go. Listen to the director. Let's go. Let's make history. All right, thanks. All right, cameras roll, please.
Rolling.
RSP. Okay, we got speed. All right, you two, and action.
Well. What's all this? I never thought I'd see the day. That is, if I had eyes. Looks like time travel has had a positive effect on these two.
Okay, there she is. I'm gonna go distract her. Remember, hit and run. We don't want her to know what hit her. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Sunset, right?
Yeah, and you are...
I'm Mona. I'm a really big fan of yours.
Oh.
Such a pleasure to meet you in person.
Well, thank you. You guys have a new talent. I saw your scene. It was great.
Hey, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you. I gotta go. I gotta get in makeup. I'm running late. So.
Right.
Bye.
Sure, I'll see you around.
Yeah.
Dreamboats, come on. Let's get our paychecks and let's sign our paperwork. Where are we? Hey.
Sorry we're late. We have so much traffic when we ran out of gas and we had a flat. What?
What a talent, jack off.
The talent. The punk. Yeah, of course. Of course. Wait right here.
What is that?
You better not croak. You better not die. You better not choke. I'm telling you why. Sunset Thomas. is coming to town. Time travel can be a very tricky thing. People tend to get turned inside out. They come back looking like a pile of ground round. And that is, if they come back at all. But Dr. Jack Teasley spent most of his entire anal retentive life turning an old furnace into the perfect time machine. Well, almost perfect.
Natasha, the makeup artist. Where am I?
The future, where else?
The future? How did I get here?
My time machine, of course.
Your time machine?
Time travel. Piece of cake.
Hey. What? No way. I was there. I saw him put it in Sunset's coffee. No. I didn't see her drink it. All right, fine.
Now, you get her, or you get used to living in the past, because that's where you're going to stay if she doesn't get here. Now, go to plan B.
Okay. Fine. Asshole.
Meanwhile, back in the future, the natives were getting very restless. Without Sunset, Marv had only one option left.
Reruns? Yeah, where's that new girl, that Sunset chick?
Now it's time for
Hella final.
Hi, darling. How was your day?
It went great, Dee. But I'm sure I'm glad to be home.
Are you hungry?
You bet I am.
It causes no genetic threat.
Yeah, we got her. She's just not ready yet. But I understand completely. Yeah. I better get this girl soon, or I'm a dead man. Wait. I got it.
Where are the chicks?
Chicks. Marvin had promised the world Sunset Thomas. And that's when it hit him. A sunset by any other name.
So, you refuse to talk, eh? Are you going to answer me?
Well, so much for Marvin's brilliant plan. What he needed now was time and luck, and he had run out of both. Now he better come up with Sunset's ass, or his was as good as dead.
Go away.
So the plot thickens. Or maybe it's just the algae in my tank. Anyway, this time Mona and Spud, they weren't taking any chances. Stop your screaming. It's just Doc Teasley's time traveler tranquilizer dart in your neck. Sunset took the big sleep all the way to the next century. Nighty-night, Cupcake. See you in the future. Well, to make a short story long, sunset made it to the next century in one piece. And just in time, too. Riots in the streets were turning ugly. Anarchy was at hand, and it looked like chaos was about to reign supreme. When suddenly, all the TVs sputtered to life, and there was sunset. Marvin had done it. He had pulled the posse from the past. Peace was restored. The world was saved. Smiley faces were everywhere, and sunset was the new queen of cafe flesh. But there's one thing they weren't counting on, and it wasn't an abacus.
Oh my God, they're expiring.
All right, Lovett, thank you.
I need to talk to you guys right now.
What? What is it, Jack?
We have to send Sunset back to the past now.
What? Why?
It's just as I feared. We meddled with the time-space continuum when we removed her from the past and brought her to the future. So now, because she's not in the past, but she's here in the present, all the things that would have happened, but now because she's here, and her future and our present...
Jesus Christ, does that guy ever shut up? Well, you probably know the score if you've ever watched a sci-fi movie. You can't take someone out of the past and put him in the future because that changes the past. Well, that's just not a good thing. Bottom line, Sunset's gotta go.
What would have happened to her back then, from that day forward, is now an impossibility.
There has to be some way around this. You're a scientist. Do something.
Yeah, like what?
Like clone her.
Cloning is a capital offense.
So?
Well, I'm not keen on the idea of being executed to save your bank account.
Why not?
Yeah, we're wasting time here. Look, Sunset, we have to send you back now to save mankind.
But I thought that's why you guys brought me here in the first place.
Yeah, well, we did, and now we have to send you back so you can do it again.
So I get to save the world twice.
That's right.
Terrific.
You guys are on in 3 minutes.
She can't go on.
Where's your heart? Where's your libido?
All right, I suppose we have just enough time for that. But we're taking a huge risk here just the same.
So I guess this is my last show.
Yeah. You go out there, kid.
Here, hold this for me.
You got it.
I'm going to be sick.
Time is running out for the planet Earth.
She was an American patriot par excellence. Who else could give such a fitting tribute to 3 of our greatest presidents? Maybe that's why Marvin just couldn't let her go.
What about robots? Identical robots.
Sorry, Marv, there's just not enough time.
And that's it? It's over? Cafe Flesh?
Wait, guys. Not necessarily.
What?
Come on, you have 2 great performers.
Where?
You have Mona and Spud.
Nick it. Do it, they're Nickies.
Look, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Somehow when we time travel, it changes to sex positives.
Of course, we sent them back to a time when there were no sex negatives, only
Cut to
positives.
the chase, Chuckles. That means Cafe Flesh is saved. Fantastic!
Yeah, well, don't start celebrating just yet. We have to get these 2 back.
Bye. Bye.
Bon voyage.
Bye, y'all.
Later.
So long.
Biocon Diaz.
Did I tell you it's also a turkey roaster?
I'm just kidding you.
Did you like the new format of Cafe Flesh 3? Or I guess it's not 3 in this world, just Cafe Flesh, the TV show. With the time traveling element, there was part that this got so convoluted, and I had 2 notepads going, and I just said, I don't care. As soon as I was trying to figure out the time travel, I can't tell if it's a convoluted story or if it's just a Debbie Does Dishes scenario where everyone's just having fun and who cares. Sunset Thomas did a great job. It's her 4th time on the show. She's almost the only repeat offender we have, minus when the crew gets in front of the camera. We'll get to that in a second. But as far as just talent, everyone, this is their first time on the show, of course, except for Sunset Thomas. Latex, I think this was the last time we saw her. She was also in Debbie Does Dallas Again, not Fred Lincoln 90s one, the Paul Thomas 2005 one. Joining her was Aria. Aria played Little Miss Mayhem on the show. I wish there was more of her. She got to do like the Bugs Bunny thing, like That's All, folks. Is that Bugs Bunny? Warner Brothers? Something. Now the guy, the white-haired wonder, kind of running the show, Fred Lincoln. Last time we saw him act was the only time we've seen him act was Nasty Girls. His part's usually cut out. We've done a couple movies that he's in. He was just cut out of Friday the 13th. But boy, is he so good and cool looking. And my favorite part of the whole movie was Fred Lincoln. When he said to the scientist, who was George Kaplan, the writer, when he said, I'm not going to commit a felony for you. And he goes, why not?
I'm not keen on the idea of being executed to save your bank account.
Why not?
He says it's so soft-spoken and ridiculous that, like, you won't do this for me? That was my favorite part of the movie. George Kaplan, writer of Latex. Nope, I always mess him up. Vortex. The writer of Vortex and playing another scientist in Vortex. And that's the set. They're on the set of Vortex. The circular stained glass. How did I not notice this when I was editing it? I've been half-assing it this week. Well, Anthony Lovett is our brain. So our actual writer-director of this movie is the voice of the brain in the jar. So there's 3 crew members, George and Fred. And then we have Henri Pachard playing the director. Guess what? Henri Pachard is in the 10 Movie Club, acting. Nothing to do with him being a director. I've prepared a little something. Almost always an authority figure, and a lot of times film, kind of, because in Outlaw Ladies and in Roommates he played the photographer. In this he's playing the director. In Taboo American Style he was a doctor. In Taboo 9 he was actually Dr. Henri Pachard. In Nasty Girls and in Getting Personal he was like a mob boss. Oh, in Matinee Idol he was also something to do with the film industry. He was kind of like the money guy, giving John Leslie the ideas. In his best role, Taboo 8, he is a grumpy landowner. Get off my land. And then in White Women, he's the bellhop. So 9 positions of power and 1, maybe not so much. No offense, bellhops out there.
I take it back. Total offense to all bellhops.
And after Night of the Living Babes, I wanted to see another Andy Nichols performance, and I hadn't seen Student Bodies since I was a literal child. And so I rewatched Student Bodies. I believe it's free on YouTube. And Henri Pachard plays the director because they're making a movie in that movie. Now, that obviously doesn't count in that list, but he plays the director a lot. Rachel Rotten, Rob Rotten, our punk rock girls, or our punk rock couple who shoots the dart, time-traveling dart. And I should have put that in the PGs. They also tried to, knock her out, drug her coffee or whatever. Can't find that in a G-rated movie. Rachel and Rob's, both their first time on the show. Olivia Saint played the German girl. You got to see her for a quick second. Serena South, Tony Sexton, and Gina Ryder were in that kind of 50s type scenario real quick. Actually, we'll just give them all 3 credit. And that's pretty much it. There was a big cast. This was a huge freaking comic book came to life by an art collective under the disguise of an adult movie. I'm kidding, I made that all up in my head. Everyone did great, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Do you think that turkey roaster wasted her at the end? Do you think that she was donezo? Thank you for watching, I appreciate it. I think that's cool that you do that. That is cool. We have donation buttons that you can use if you feel so inclined. You don't have to do influencer crap. We only care that you watch. And that's about it. The last Sunday. Crocktober. Crock of shit-tober. Actually, I changed today's programming for Kildare 97. Don't ever say I don't look out for y'all, because I do way more than you know. Even when I don't mention it, or shout out the people, or take a screenshot. I am constantly trying to make y'all like me. Will you guys just like me? Come on, man.